I tricked you. Okay, so today we are going to do Suede and Beautiful Ones. This song has been requested since I haven't done Suede in a minute. And I gotta say, what really keeps me coming back to Suede is Brett Anderson's amazing vocals. I love his, just, you know, it's like throwing a brick wall at me. I don't know, his voice is so booming and, sweet. So anyway, we're going to get into this, see what's going on. The Beautiful Ones. Let's just go. Let's go. All right. All right, so Suede and Beautiful Ones. So that song was, like I said, with Brett Anderson's vocals. I mean, he's just coming at you like, just so fast. It sounds like his voice is just. I mean, I'd like to see him sing live. Just a video, see a video of him singing live. I guess I could say, which I should check that out. I guess after this. But anyway, just to see how it translates if he sounds like this, not only in studio, because I don't know. Like I said before, there's a little bit of a David Bowie flavor to his voice. I would say. Also, a little bit of John Lennon. I want to also say, just some 60s, 70s feels. And I feel like Suede would have fit well in the 60s and 70s, even though, they were in the 90s. But, and the song came out in 96. But, so yeah, like 25 years ago, my goodness. Um, but, I mean, just apart from that, I guess I could say, I said there at the start, I don't know if you could hear me, but I said it was, a dancey kind of a tune. Um, it sounded very pop, very poppy, I guess you could say. Not the artist, but kind of the genre. And yeah, I love poppy, but anyway, it sounded very pop and very dancey. Just a lot going on. It feels like you put the song on in a club. Not that I would know anything about a club, but you put this on for some people dancing, some young people, I guess you could say. And yeah, it just sounds like it would be such a good tune to dance to, and to just get lost in, and forget about your problems at the on the dance floor. So anyway, I guess I could talk about the song here, what the information is behind the song. So it says on Genius.com that this is one of Suede's signature singles, and I do want to say the chorus kind of sounded familiar, but I don't know if it's just I can't talk. Just because it sounded like a Bowie song or something to me. I don't know. But when he says, "Here they come, the beautiful ones," and when he says, the beautiful, and then he goes higher when he says ones, and I don't want to, try to replicate it because it would not sound good. But, he kind of, the beautiful ones, and then he just goes on. But, just that kind of delivery is what really makes me like Brett's voice. It's just, it's orgasmic. It's everything I want to hear. Anyway, it says, Beautiful Ones paints a somewhat sneering but overall admiring picture of the early 90s UK club scene. So, all right. And filled with techno music, or one filled with techno music, ecstasy, shaved heads, and sex. Well, that's quite the combination. The band finds a certain beauty in this crazy hedonistic scene. These people are the beautiful ones. So I guess, and yeah, 1996, I can imagine this band was coming up in the early 90s, Suede, and I don't know when they got their start. But again, I do want to say, I've reacted to so many, 1989 apparently formed in 1989 in London. Anyway, I do imagine, I've listened to so many UK bands. I need a drink. But yeah, so many UK bands. I feel like I only react to UK bands really, but I don't know. I just like their sound. I guess more than other countries. But yeah, with this the UK scene, like I'm trying to say, so many great bands came out of the UK, especially in the '90s. I mean, like I said, and like I have said before, Oasis is my favorite band, one of my favorite bands. I mean, it's a toss up between them and the Doors. But anyway, for UK bands, it's Oasis. And, the 90s, you had, like, another band, The Verve, you had Blur, Pulp, like I reacted to before. I've reacted to so many bands. I mean, the Sundays, I'm trying to just remember all of them right now. The Manic Street Preachers, Stone Roses, they were pretty big in '89, but again, still 90s. And just so many great bands. Suede here. And, I can't imagine, I guess I could say, going to a club or whatever and just, there's a band on stage and they're like a nobody, but then all of a sudden, a few years down the road, they're making hits and making money. And, yeah, that would just be so cool to see. And, I'm sure there's people that are watching, and people that have watched my videos have said that they saw, whether it was the Smiths or Morrissey, whatever, that they've seen, just any band I've reacted to, and they said they were really good here. Also another band that comes to mind is the Charlatans. I mean, there's just so many great music that was coming out in the 90s there. And I mean, there's always great music coming out any time, but just thinking about the 90s alone here in the UK, it's just like, it was just so much great bands coming out of the one place. But anyway, I just had to say that because I just can't kind of get over it. So anyway, I also wanted to touch on this because I was reading a little bit as the song was going on. But anyway, it says the single. This is from Coming Up, their album. The song's working title was "Dead Leg" after bassist Matt Osman, Matt with one T. I like that. Threatened to give new guitarist Richard Oakes a dead leg if he was unable to write a top 10 single, which I guess he means he was going to break his leg, I guess. Oakes reached into his back pocket and came up with a riff that he had been working on for a long time. And that's what you get with, like, I guess guitarists or any musician. It's just like, oh, well, I got this in my back pocket, let's use this, or whatever. Or if you have, like, a lyricist and they're just like, well, I have these words written down, let's use this. And it's just like, I mean, there's just certain people that can do that. And it's just like, it's just, I don't know, it just takes so much talent, I guess, to, well, I've been working on this, and I think it's pretty good. And then obviously it turned out to be pretty good. Anyway, it says, where the heck was I? Oakes reached in his back pocket. He and co-writer vocalist Brett Anderson, the beautiful man himself, then built the whole song around it. And I didn't even touch on the guitar riff here because I was so entranced in Brett Anderson's vocals. But yes, the riff, I mean, it fit all perfectly together. I mean, again, it added to the whole effect that this song is a dance song. This song, it, when, I guess I could say, because it does say down here, a critic said this song is kind of like a fast Oasis kind of a track, mangled Oasis track. And I guess, I already mentioned Oasis earlier, but it kind of reminds me with, the guitar here, a little bit of Noel Gallagher playing style, I want to say, but, not too much. It's just like, what song could I say? Like, Some Might Say, maybe I'm thinking of, or what? No, Stand By Me, I was kind of thinking of. But very faster. He was going at faster rate. And yeah, again, it was just, I don't know who they all got influenced by in the 90s there, whatever. They all came out around the same time. But yeah, just a little bit, there was a little bit of Oasis in there. And since a critic said that he thought it sounded like Oasis a little bit, I just wanted to say that as well. So anyway, yeah. And yeah, Oakes, I mean, he really came through here, and I would suspect that he still has his leg. So yeah. And the whole working title was Dead Leg is kind of a little bit of a funny story. And it does say that it peaked at number 8 in the UK, so he lived up to the expectation here. Also, going on, it says Brett Anderson told NME about the lyrics they were a celebration of the madness of our lives. He says they were going to change the title from Dead Leg to The Beautiful Scum, but Anderson thought that was a bit too marginal as a title. It was a bit odd and sounded like it was trying a bit too hard, so I changed it to The Beautiful Ones, or just Beautiful Ones. It's just a list of craziness, I suppose, he said. So, and I can imagine that, The Beautiful Scum, that might not sound as cheery or whatever as Beautiful Ones. Some, DJs might not have wanted to play it, whatever, I don't know. But, Beautiful Ones, there's not much going on there that makes you feel offended or something. So yeah, so I guess that was a good marketing decision. But anyway, just looking at the lyrics here, I mean, I would say they're pretty self-explanatory. There's not many annotations on Genius.com, but like I said, they're kind of self-explanatory with how the whole song's going on. When he says, high on diesel and gasoline, psycho for drum machine, shaking their bits to the hits. I like that's a good line. Drag acts, drug acts, suicides, in your dad's suits, you hide, staining his name again. Oh, so yeah, it's kind of, the whole teen scene, I guess, in the 90s, I guess, when they were talking about, at the club, getting high, shaking their bits to the hits, I guess, referencing to the women. And yeah, just dancing to the songs. Drug acts, drag acts, suicides. I don't know, I haven't looked at the numbers, but I know, for young people, I think suicides are higher among young people, I want to say, which, that's, I don't want to, because that's like a serious subject, so I don't want to be wrong, but like, I'm pretty sure that's true. But anyway, in your dad's suits, staining his name again, so basically, you're kind of, might be pissing off your family, whatever, your dad might get mad at you, but you don't really care because you're young, you want to party. Cracked up, stacked up, 22, so I'm guessing, they are 22, the people. Psycho for sex and glue, so, you really, those two things are the only two things that you care about, for some people anyway. Shaved heads, rave heads on the pill, so, on the birth control pill, I would suspect, because, you're partying, you're going nuts, man. Got too much time to kill, get into bands and gangs. So yeah, this is quite the picture. And then it goes on with the chorus, here they come, the beautiful ones, the beautiful ones. And I'm just picturing there when, they open the doors to the club or the bar or whatever, and a whole bunch of people just pile in, and those are the beautiful ones. So it goes on, loved up, doved up, hung around. So it says here, that was a nickname for ecstasy, or MDMA. A common effect of taking ecstasy is an increased sexual urge, hence the user is all loved up. So yeah, again, I mean, drugs and sex. Stoned in a lonely town, shaking their meat to the beat. Now this line kind of made me laugh, just, shaking their meat to the beat, which I would suspect is, the male's genitalia. Anyway, high on diesel and gasoline, shaking their butts to the hits again, and then we get the chorus and the bridge. You don't think about it. You don't think about it because you're beautiful, yeah. And if your baby's going crazy, that's how you made me. So I'm thinking here with like they're thinking about how the parents, if the parents are saying your baby's going crazy or whatever, it's just a well, I mean, that's kind of on you for parenting or whatever. It's just like you gotta if you want your kid to, I don't know, but at the same time, your kid's gonna do what they want anyway. I think, I guess I'm 23. I am 23, and either way, it's just like at this point, and like it's in the song 22, it's just like if you want to party, you're gonna party, I guess, and you're above legal age and all that stuff. So it's just like it's your life. But and for some people and for some parents, it might be hard to swallow. But yeah, it's just like your baby's going crazy, but it's like that's how they made me. So anyway, yeah, great little tune here. Brett Anderson's voice comes through again. And obviously Richard Oakes came through again, and he kept his leg, which is very nice. So anyway, I guess that's about it. I've been going on for how long? 16 minutes. My God. Anyway, thanks for watching, I guess I could say. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting. Really appreciate all the support. And yeah, I love Suede a lot here. I gotta say that. One of the best bands I've reacted to on this channel. One of my favorite bands that like I've only heard on this channel. And I'm glad that people suggested them because I don't know. It's very good. Anyway, that's it. I'll see you guys again soon.